Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. Hey guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with the daily coin analysis. Today I am going to be reviewing Ripple, XRP with both pairs. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not an expert. Do your own research. I did a video on XRP a few weeks or months ago. I don't know, it's been so long. Or at least felt like it's been so long in this market, but in reality it was probably only like, I don't know, a month or two ago. Anyways, a lot has happened since then. XRP went through a lot of FUD in general with the SEC, and it had a nasty downtrend, but overall it still looks really good. Let's just review it. So this is the XRP BTC pair. This is one of the oldest altcoins that's still around. I mean, look, it's launched. This is the Poloniex chart in August of 2014, and it's survived. So this is, you know, a testament to XRP and what it is. I remember buying it. This was actually my first altcoin I've ever bought. Back in, I think, 2016, I threw like $300 into it. Didn't really know what the hell it was, and my friend told me to buy it, and it did really well. And I sold it, I think, around. I had no idea what I was doing in terms of trading back then. I didn't even know what an order book was. I think I just hit market sell, and I think I sold it around here, like 5,000. Anyways, that's a little off topic, of course. What you can see here with this TA, this big run up in 2017, this is the summer. Huge move. Nasty downtrend, and this is going to kind of show what XRP is going to do with these huge moves up and huge moves down. It's interesting to note that these long wicks and these areas of reversal are areas that are significant going forward. So what that means is that basically price kind of remembers these historical levels. So you can see right here back in November of 2017 on the XRP BTC chart, this was the reversal, and this big wick up was alt season of 2017. Big move down, and once again, it had some exit pumps, but overall, this thing just basically died and went to the dirt. Similar to other altcoins, I mean, this wasn't really special or, you know, different. All altcoins died in the summer of 2019. That was horrific, but what you can see basically here is this it's a swing low back in November and December of 2017. This actually has proved to be an important level. You can see interactions with this level here on this wick in June of 2020, and you can see it again acting as support here around November 2020, and currently it is resistance. As you can see, price could not close above this level even in 2021. So even several years later, these historical levels are important, and that's always something to note when you are looking at previous charts. So let's look here currently at what's going on with XRP. This nasty move down. This was just like a nasty the IRS FUD, or not IRS, SEC FUD, where price went down with the USD pair as well, and then it entered a several month hibernation period where it looks almost like accumulation. I mean, you can't really, it's always harder to tell what's going on with accumulation while it's actually happening, but for me this could certainly be argued as accumulation. I mean, you're seeing price range within both areas, or I'm sorry, both range high and range low around here at, I can't read that, 630 to 1500. And now price has looked very good on the USD pair. It's up 42% today. And where are we looking here? Overall price should break this level, and it wouldn't surprise me if there's more follow-up with the USD pair. And these are my levels here around 2500. It wouldn't surprise me to see something like this, rejection, and for this to go higher. Now, in terms of overall upside for the XRP USD pair, what are we looking at? Well, XRP really hasn't had a super long, prolonged pump for quite some time. It usually goes very, very hard and very, very fast, and then it pulls back very fast as well. I mean, if you look past here, on these two huge significant run-ups in 2017, these were multi-week run-ups where price, I mean, had crazy, crazy, crazy moves. I mean, from the bottom, this is, yeah, 3,000%. This is 2,500. So, I mean, overall, these are just like massive, massive moves. And they died off. But ever since that time in 2017 and 2018, you really did not see any multi-week pumps. I mean, you see one big wick up and then dump. One big wick up, then dump. You don't really see these long sustained pumps for the alt BTC pairs for XRP. It just goes really hard, really fast, and then it dies. So with that said, if it's going to keep this type of price history that we saw from 2017, then I would expect this to actually go even harder. You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see XRP do what XRP does and go all the way up to like 4,000 Satoshis, like huge, big green dildo, and then like potentially even higher. But again, we haven't seen multi-week pumps. I mean, I guess here is a 2-week pump in November of 2020 where it, you know, it did pretty well. But, you know, it wasn't really up to the former XRP standards. The standard, that's funny I said that, in terms of the price history that we saw back in 2017. And that's not necessarily knocking XRP, because we didn't really see movements like this in quite some time for many altcoins. I mean, you don't really see pumps like this happening with the alt BTC pairs as often as we used to for like many altcoins, just because the market environment has changed. Like Dogecoin, it's the same thing. Like this Dogecoin had massive pumps and moves, and it recently did have a big move. Dogecoin did, but you know, for many years it didn't really have the same moves that it had beforehand. And what we're seeing right now for XRP is that it looks strong in the short term, and it wouldn't surprise me at all to see this go very strongly up to like something like 3,700 or so. That's kind of the conservative target. Well, if you want to get really conservative, maybe 2,500 would be like the target. But if we're looking like this might have the strength that we see back in 2017, 2018, where this might have a multi-week progressive pump, then really there's some quite high levels that are possible for this. Like 7,000. I mean, there's a lot of this area got tapped quite a bit, around 10,000 Satoshis. And so these are kind of the levels that I'm eyeing on high time frame charts. In terms of the overall movement on the short term, again, this looks pretty good. We're seeing a lot of strength. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me to see some pullback a little bit here, because this is at resistance. And you know, this could pull back just a little bit, as I said, but we are about to see how strong this move is. If this is a sustained long pump, then we might see XRP go back to some of its former glory back in 2017. But for now, I'm personally going to stay somewhat conservative and assume that like 3,500 will be like the short-term top. If you're really big XRP fan, then you might call me like an idiot or whatever, and that's totally fine. I think it's better to stay conservative with XRP, just given the last few years. However, if there's a lot more follow-up here, and we're going to see it with volume, this isn't really the best chart for the volume because no one really trades at Poloniex anymore, but if this starts to go really strongly, then I will change my tune very, very quickly. I'm going to look for strong volume, and I'm going to look for these long, big candles of the XRP BTC pair that we saw kind of in the past in 2017, and here in the end of 2018, this was a strong move up as well. But until we see something like that, I think you still have to stay conservative. I do feel that all BTC pairs will outperform alt USD pairs coming up, but let's just see. So like the level for me to break would be like the 4,000 Satoshis area, and after that, then 7,000. But again, a lot could change in the next few days. Look for huge buy volume and look for huge candles with both pairs. So let's briefly look at the XRP USD pair. I actually was very bullish on this. As I said before in a brief video yesterday, you could see the sell liquidity around this area around 70 cents to 80 cents, or I'm sorry, 60 cents to 80 cents. This area was tapped over and over again. And as I always emphasize in all my videos, support and resistance gets weaker and weaker the more times it's tapped. These orders are getting filled, and these sellers are getting drawn out. Their orders are getting filled, and price is now getting ready to move higher. And that's exactly what happened today. Blitzed right through this resistance level after the resistance level got tapped over and over again. I mean, you see price tapped once, twice with the long wick. You saw it again here when you see price grinding up again right here, tapped again. And the important thing too as well is that it's making higher lows. And so I posted about this all on Twitter, but I was bullish on this, and now price blitzed through. So now what are the next levels overall for XRP BTC? I mean, this is still like, it's higher than it was pre SEC news when price dumped around 50 cents. And I actually remember dumping back in December for this news. I think I dumped around like 45 cents or something, but I'm not really too upset in general. There was opportunity cost to that money, so I'm glad that price, I was able to use that money for other altcoins. What we're seeing right now too at this point is that there's really not much trading activity at all for these current levels. So that's usually something that is important to note, that these levels are going to be a little confusing in terms of the alt USD pairs. I mean, the psychological level of $1 has to be considered. That's my next level up. Around $1 is kind of where I'm targeting. It's just too big of a psychological number for XRP, in my opinion, that this is going to be somewhat strong resistance, but it's certainly possible that XRP just says F you and just keeps going higher. I mean, it was in this arguable consolidation range, and you could almost consider this entire thing just a range. From the dump, because price wicked up, came down, tested the EQ of the range around 41 cents, and now it's going higher. So it wouldn't surprise me to see something like this where it goes up, tests $1, pull back to like 84 cents or something like that, and then continue up. As I said, this pumped so strongly back in December of 2017. It dumped so damn hard that there really is not much price history, and these were just like big liquid dumps. So it's really going to be interesting to see where the resistance levels are. I would best check the XRP BTC pairs for resistance myself. I think those levels have a little more price history. So what I mean by that is that when XRP BTC, for instance, if it's starting to approach this 2,500 Satoshis area, then I would probably just start taking profit with the USD pair. To me, the BTC pair has a little bit better levels with more price history, and that's kind of what I'm targeting. So in summary, I am bullish on XRP. I think this is still a strong move. Not huge volume follow-up quite yet, but in my opinion, there didn't need to be a ton of big buy volume on this break because this area got tapped so often. Usually you would want strong volume on a break if it's getting there for the first time or second time, but because this level around 80 cents got tapped so frequently and so many times, that I don't really necessarily think there was huge volume needed. And the big volume too, it could be just reflected on different exchanges. I mean, overall, like, so yeah, again, this was like decent volume, but it's not it's like eye-opening volume. But overall, I'm still bullish on the XRP USD pair and BTC pair. What I really want to see is stronger volume follow-up through a dollar in order for this to keep going. And that's kind of what I'm looking for in the short term. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Good luck, guys.